Shalom. I just want to start off by saying, Call Lamla Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and citations, hopeful elect, and the Akim spreading the truth throughout the four corners of this earth. My name is Asha Allah, and today I just want to talk about wisdom being thy strength and wisdom providing for us strength, you know. So I'll start out in, this is Proverbs 24 and verse 10. It says, if thou faint in a day of adversity, thy strength is small. Now, this is not talking about physical strength, you know. I'm not saying, if you faint in a day of adversity, you're a puny-ass man, or, you ain't got enough biceps or triceps to endure in a day of adversity. No, this is talking about that wisdom. I'm gonna reread it again. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. So if you faint in the day of adversity, your wisdom is small. I'm jump into Proverbs 24 and 5. It says a wise man is strong. A wise man is mentally strong, so man, it could be physically too, but a wise man, is mentally strong, so when that day of adversity comes, he won't be able to faint, he won't be able to give in, verse 5, Proverbs 24 and 5, a wise man is strong. Yeah, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. So it's the wisdom and knowledge that's going to increaseth your strength. So you can be able to endure in a day of adversity. So you won't be able to faint in a day of adversity. It's the knowledge, the knowledge of what? The knowledge of the scriptures, having this wisdom, gives us the strength, according to Deuteronomy 4 and 6. This is just not talking about any wisdom. It's not talking about having a PhD or a bachelor's degree in this world, because that's vain and foolish. Like all those things are vain and foolish, and it's not going to deliver you, I believe it's in, let me see. I have to jump to the Apocrypha real quick. Yep. This is Wisdom of Solomon 10. This is Wisdom of Solomon 10 and verse 9. It says, but wisdom delivered from pain those that attend. But Wisdom of Solomon 10 and 9. But wisdom delivered from pain those that attend upon her. So it's this wisdom that's going to get you delivered out of the day of adversity. From then, let's go to Ecclesiastes 7. Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 19. It says, wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than 10 mighty men which are in the city. So wisdom makes a wise man more powerful. Makes a wise man stronger than 10 mighty men which are in the city. Those 10 mighty men might have a game plan, like, we're gonna set up formation, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, you go here, you go there. But no, it's the the wisdom of that wise man that's going to trump the strength, that's going to trump the power of those 10 mighty men which dwell upon one city. Showing you that it's this wisdom according to Deuteronomy 4 and 6, which is only for the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans today. It's this wisdom that provides more power, that provides more strength, that provides that defense. I think if we go up think if we go up, yeah, it says for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So that wisdom is going to preserve you. That day of adversity comes, the wisdom is going to preserve you. It's going to deliver you from the pain. Those 10 mighty men might have a good defense, but it's the wisdom, the knowledge and wisdom of these scriptures that's going to give you that defense, deliver you, and give you have you be more powerful than those 10 mighty men. From there, let's go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 9. Let's see. Okay. This is Ecclesiastes 9 in verse 13. It says, "This wisdom have I seen also under the sun, and it seemed great unto me." And so not talking about any old wisdom, like I said, it's talking about the wisdom, the wisdom given to the Israelites in Deuteronomy 4:6. These laws, statutes, and commandments and ordinances given to the Israelites in Deuteronomy 4:6. Verse 14, "There was a little city and a few men within it. And there came a great king against it and besieged it and built great bulwarks against it." So there's a small little city, and this great king came, besieged it, built bulwarks. It built like basically a great barrier over it. Ain't no coming in, ain't no going out. Verse 15. "Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no man remembered the same poor man." So this poor wise man, by his wisdom, delivered the city. Back in that Ecclesiastes 7:19, says that the 7:19, it says that wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than 10 mighty men of a city. So if the 10 mighty men was here, they wouldn't be able to deliver the city like how this poor man did it, how this poor wise man did it, by his wisdom. It says, yet, at the end of 15 says, "Yet no man remember the same poor man. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength." Wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. So yeah, that wisdom is better than physical strength, man. No, that wisdom is better than those 10 mighty men defending that city. Because that poor man, he like I said, he used his wisdom to deliver that city. He probably didn't even have to suit up and gird up. Like, he probably just went and talked to the king and worked out, the differences, or worked out something through his wisdom, and worked it out to where it's like, the king, the city's delivered, the city's not destroyed. It says, "Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard." An example of that is the prophets. Example that come to mind is that prophet Jeremiah. Because he was trying to deliver, his people, from captivity. He was warning his people, telling his people, hey, if we don't hearken, if you guys don't hear, you guys don't listen to the words of the Lord, this is going to happen, you know? And then they end up going down to Egypt for help. And prior to them doing that, Jeremiah let them know, hey, don't go down, don't rely on Egypt for help, you know? And what they do, they went down there, they despised the words of Jeremiah, you know, went down there and got fucked up, you know? Verse 17, it says, the words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry, more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools, you know? So it says the words of the wise man, you know, are needed to be heard more. You know, we should take heed to the quiet words of the wise man, you know, more than the shouting of rulers, you know. And that also like an example of that verse 16 and 17, you know, would be the prophets out there today, you know, that's going out there every weekend. You know, they despise the words of the Lord's men, you know, that's using this wisdom to deliver the Lord's people, you know, and the Lord's people is despising this. You know, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you guys are despising this, you know. And was saying, you know, it's the words of the words of those prophets that's going out there every weekend, you know, prophesying the downfall, trying to save the elect, you know. Saying that these words are needed to be heard more than the shouting of fools, you know, more than motherfucking Joe Biden sitting there yelling how, you know, we have to get people vaccinated, that the fourth stimulus is coming, you know, and that, you know, we're not backing down to Russia and, you know, blah, 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 you know, all this other bullshit, like folly shit, you know, that comes out their mouth. You know, those words, the words of the wise are needed to be heard more than that shit, you know. Verse 18, it says, wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good, you know. So it's wisdom, you know. Wisdom is better than strength, than physical strength, you know. Well, this wisdom is our strength, you know, our mental strength, you know. It's better than any weapons of war, you know. So hopefully that was edifying. You know, I just want to end up by saying, call lamb like how Bashim Hashab, Bashim Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders, apostles, grand millstone, peace, citation, hopeful elect, and the Akim spreading the truth throughout the four corners of this earth. Shalom.